Hello everyone, my name is Gauramesh Nambiar. Today I'll be taking you over the slides of Effective Domain Prototyping, a comprehensive guide to streamline development and maximize success. So this video is presented by me, Gauramesh Nambiar, and my friends Sharon Sunkari and Neerav Gujarati. Index. First, we are going to talk about the introduction to domain prototyping, followed by domain prototyping processes, benefits, their types, best practices for domain prototyping, goal setting and objectives, testing and challenges of domain prototyping, skills and tools used for domain prototyping. We'll also talk about over engineering the solution, finally followed by conclusion and references. Welcome to our presentation on effective domain prototyping. In the fast-paced world of product and system development, it is essential to stay ahead of the game. Domain prototyping is a powerful strategy that can give your projects the edge that they need to succeed. This comprehensive guide will show you how to leverage domain prototyping to streamline. What is domain prototyping? Domain prototyping is the process of creating a working model of a software system that embodies the problem domain. Domain prototyping is a process in which a simplified preliminary version of a product or service is created to explore and validate ideas within a specific industry or field. It helps stakeholders visualize and test components before full development, making it valuable tool for innovation and problem solving. It has purposes like early identification and resolution of issues for a more efficient and effective development cycle. It also helps unlock insights into how domain prototyping can be a game changer for you and your project. What is domain prototyping? What is the process of prototyping? It is a 6-step process, starting with requirements gathering, a quick design, building prototype of the software or program, user evaluation, refining the prototyping, which is an iterative process, finally implementation and maintenance of the software program. What are the benefits of domain prototyping? It enhancing system development, improved communication by fostering better understanding among different team members, reduce development times, identify and rectify issues early, saving valuable time later, increased user satisfaction by crafting a model aligned precisely with the user needs for high.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. So now we're moving on to the types of domain prototyping out there. So we'll be exploring various approaches to domain prototyping. First is paper prototyping, digital prototyping, and functional prototyping. So let's dive into the nuances of each approach to identify the best fit for a project's requirements. All right. So first we have paper prototyping. Now, what paper prototyping is a cost-effective method of refining your concept. by prototyping with physical models. So this is a low fidelity prototype. It's quick and inexpensive. It allows you to test your ideas without any significant cost to your budget. If there are any issues, we are able to identify those potential problems very quickly. Uh, and then it allows for a more collaborative approach. It allows many team members to engage hands-on in the ideation process. These are a sample of prototyping. We can see that in the camera, they've created like a sample paper prototype of what the screen can look like. Uh, they're using physical uh, attributes like, there's paper, sticky notes, and so on. So digital prototyping. So what is digital prototyping? Digital prototyping is creating working models with software tools. So this means that it's functionality testing, issue identification, iterative designs. Okay. So basically what it does is we're going to use certain tools and software tools to create working models for our prototype. And this will allow us to, have a working idea of how the prototype will work. So, like I mentioned before, there's functionality testing. So we're going to evaluate system functions in a controlled environment. There's issue identification. We're going to look for potential problems before we move into the development phase so that we can tackle them right away. Then there is iterative design. So what we're going to do is we're going to refine and improve our design based on the feedback we receive from users and stakeholders. So, uh, so this is the difference between paper and sketch prototyping, and this is the difference between a digital prototype. You can see that in a paper and sketch prototype, it's made using pen and paper, and there's a lot of sticky notes and stuff that's written over. While in a digital prototype, we have certain placeholders established. We have a more crisp design. We have a more specific design. So this allows us to move on to what is functional prototyping. Now, what is functional prototyping? So functional prototyping is when we do real-world testing using working models. So what does this mean? That means that this means putting our prototype into real-world environment testing conditions closely resembling actual use. We're going to try and put it through a testing phase that allows us to simulate user behavior. This allows us to move into the next point, which is user-centric design. We're going to prioritize features which are going to impact the users. And after that, we are into issue identification. We're going to, because of this real world exposure, we're going to use this to identify and address any potential problems that come up before development, so that when we push this prototype into development, we'll have a list of problems that we need to tackle before. So to navigate the world of functional prototyping, we need to create a system that excels in real world scenarios. So this leads us to the best practices in domain prototyping. So there are three main best practices to ensure success. First is involving stakeholders early. Next is setting clear goals and objectives. And third is testing with real users. So what does involving stakeholders mean? It means ensure now I'll hand it over to Sharu to uh, take us to the key success in domain prototype.
Thank you so much, Neerav. So now, from now on, we have the keys to success in domain prototyping. So first of all, we must make sure that the final product actually aligns with the stakeholders' expectations. Then we need to identify the potential issues which occur in the early development process. Then we need to foster the collaboration and gather the valuable feedback. Then we can discover how the stakeholders actually shape the success of our domain prototyping efforts. Then we have setting clear goals and objectives. So alignment with stakeholders actually needs to ensure goals which needs to be matched with the stakeholders expectations. Then the development process control means that the development process should always be on a specific track. And the flexibility for iteration means that we should allow the adjustments based on the evolving project requirements. Testing with real users. Enhancing user experience. So the user experience can be enhanced by the following bullet points. So first comes issue identification, where we identify potential issues. Then we need to meet our expectations, in which we need to make sure that the final product meets the user's ends as well as the user's expectations. Then the usability feedback. We need to gather insights for refining the actual user interface and then the user experience respectively. Challenges of domain prototyping. So here are the challenges which occur when we start implementing the domain prototyping. So first and foremost is lack of time. Then the second point will be limited or actually no access to materials. Then no access or limited access to tools. Then incomplete or insufficient skills, physical skills. Incomplete or insufficient skills, virtual skills. And limited access to stakeholders and expectations by stakeholders and instructors. Specialized skills and tools. So these are the specialized skills and tools which are essential for success. So first comes importance of skills. So proficiency in software development, user experience design, and prototyping is a must. Then comes the team requirements. In this, we need to ensure that the team processes necessary skills and the tools required. Then comes the training and development, in which we invest in the ongoing skill development to stay ahead. And then we need to understand the critical role of specialized skills and tools which are used in the success of domain prototyping. Then here are the common challenges and its respective prevention. So first, the common challenge is the scope expanding beyond the original goals can pose significant challenges. So in the second point, we have prevention. So the prevention is like this. So to address the issue, set and adhere to clear goals and objectives from the project's outset. Then comes regular reviews. Ensure the ongoing alignment with the project's overarching vision through the regular reviews. Don't over-engineer the solution. So this is a very important point. So it could be divided into seven subpoints. So the first is avoiding unnecessary complexity.
As we wrap up our exploration for this project, I'd like to share some key takeaways, challenges we've encountered. and strategies for success. First and foremost, we divide into various types, best practices, and challenges that come with the project. Early issue identification, stakeholder involvement, clear goals, and real user testing have proven to be crucial elements for achieving success. We've also encountered challenges along the way, such as need for specialized skill, the ever present danger of scope creep, and the risk of over engineering. However, we have successfully navigated these obstacles through carefully planning and strategic decision making. Thank you. Have a nice day and effective domain prototyping.